or from the streets. So if you think I'm going to play around with you, you should leave now. If you decide to stay, that means you'll allow me in your energy, as is my intent, to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance. So let's get started because you know we dominate these time constraints. And let's see, what is the most important message for you at this time? I don't think I want to use this deck. We'll save that one for later. What is the most important message for you at this time? What do you need to know most to walk your highest path for your greatest good? As you come in, go ahead and leave me a like. Double tap that screen and share the live. Okay. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that you can see as well. The highest path out here for the greatest good. What's coming in? What's coming in for the divine one? What is coming in? Because I can see the sun energy and I know that there are beautiful new beginnings and I want to know what's coming. It feels like you reset something. It feels like something has been reset. Six of Pentacles energy is out here. And now there is this like flow, like the portal is open for people who wish to support you to come in and be a part of it. It's like there's an established foundation, right? A GoFundMe, right? And so support systems are coming in for you. This is what I'm tapped into. Seven of Cups energy is out here. I think that this feels like space and opportunity to be more whimsical. Seven of Cups. I think this person is like getting a coffee or maybe they're getting a snow cone or something like that. Six of Pentacles. So you're going to find that what's coming in towards you is support systems that give you the, I don't know, it feels like sometimes it feels like there's this energy around not wanting to have to do things by yourself, but the energy of not wanting to have to do things by yourself is like a little bit of fear, nervousness, type of thing. But no, there's support systems that come in and that's like, okay, let's do this. Let's explore this thing. And that's what it feels like to me. The Knight of Swords energies in reverse. Really a safe space to express yourself, be honest with yourself and others about the things that you'd like to explore without judgment. That's how this feels to me. The Hierophant energies in reverse. The Hierophant makes this whole energy feels like also a lot of why you don't explore what you want to explore is because you find yourself being this involuntary leader. You find yourself being the involuntary tour guide. Maybe not that you have to do everything alone or by yourself, but just that now you're this caretaker. You're this responsible party for anybody else who would be interested in this thing. And it takes away from the joy and the exploration of what you like to explore. And that's what this feels like. Knight of Swords energies out here with the Hierophant. You're not going to be always the one who's taking the initiative and who's setting the goals, who's responsible for everybody else who goes on the trip, who makes sure everybody sticks to the itinerary, right? You're going to be surrounded by people who are as interested in what you're interested in and also can also add value. That's what it feels like to me. They try to find a pretty way to say you ain't gonna be doing it all by yourself, and the people who come with you and do things with you, they won't be leeching off of you. You're gonna have people around you who can add value, who can add input. You ask somebody, well, what do you think about this? And they say the nothingness thing in the world. I mean, they say something, but what they said added nothing to what you were trying to create. It's people, relationships, experiments, environments that are coming into your life that's going to add value. That's how this feels to me. The Fool card energy is out here, which kind of creates this momentum inside of you that gives you this courage to go out and explore things you've a long time wanted to explore, but you were this responsible party for carrying the weight of anybody who wanted to be involved, and now you got people who can actually, add value. They can take part in carrying the load. They choose to without being forced take part in carrying the load. The Empress energies in reverse. At first, it was all on you. I think that a lot of your relationships in life went very quickly from we're friends, we're partners to you're the nurturer. Like a lot of your relationships in life went very quickly from, oh, okay, I'm making new bonds. I'm expanding my friendship to, oh no, I'm not for myself mothering this person. Nurturing this person. It's no longer evenly yoked, so to say. There's this responsibility in all of your friendship. People get used to leaning on you. Motherfucker get used to you bringing the soup. Motherfucker get used to you changing their slippers on. It's this type of energy to where now there's more of a partnership to where you stand tall and a person stands tall next to you and you walk together. That's what this feels like. That's what's coming to you. Responsible for your motherfucking self, and being around people who know how to take responsibility for themselves, and the abundance that you can create in that, like the luxury, like the opulence that you can experience when nobody has this expectation for another person to do everything. What's coming into your life is people who have this expectation of everybody to be self-sufficient. And so when you contribute, it's abundant, it's manifold, it multiplies. That's what this feels like to me. Nine of Swords energy is out here. Yeah, I get it. Nine of Cups energy is out here with the Nine of Swords. You're moving from a place to where a lot of your relationships is not just in one area in life. You could be the people call you the big mama at work, to where now you're the person at work that everybody come to and ask questions, and where do I find this knife, or where do I go and get this tool. They come to ask you everything, and that happens in every area of your life, and you're starting to be aware of this. Really choose who you give that intimate access to, and it's attracting people in your life who are self-sufficient. Again, people who can work in tandem, people who can add value. That's what this feels like. Three of Wands energies out here. Moving, what's coming in for you is not having to do everything alone, not having to do everything by yourself anymore, but people who can really add value to your life. Ten of Swords energy is out here. A lot of decluttering is happening. Ten of Swords with the Tower card, because the aspect of this is recognizing how much you have been a crutch in people's lives, the thing that people felt like they can lean on, and then removing your peace. You've been so much of a crutch to so many people's lives. You're starting to remove your peace. You know what I mean? Like, oh no, let me get that back. Let me get that back, to see if people can stand 10 toes like they stand 10 toes on top of you. Ace of Pentacles energies out here with the Two of Cups. Something or someone is coming into your life that contributes. Queen of Pentacles is gives you the space and opportunity. It's not that you stop contributing. It's not that you start just being lackadaisical. No, it gives you the space and opportunity to create more. Something is manifold. That's how this feels like. Page of Swords energies out here. This Page of Swords comes up a lot when I use this deck. Somebody's watching you, likely through, devices, whatever, laptop, desktop, mobile device that they're using, but heavy on somebody got their eyes on you. Ten of Swords energy is out here, and there's also this energy like of a dramatic change or a dramatic shift. And now this Empress energy, Queen of Pentacles, again, someone wanted to come in and watch you sit pretty, see what you do with a little bit more. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. A long time no see. Yeah, I look at this person that like me. Oh my God. I be like, okay, let me see if I can take a break from YouTube for a little while. Then maybe the haters will leave and they'll go away. And then when I come back, my people will be there. I know my people gonna be there waiting for me when I come back. When I leave, they'll go away. They'll get bored, go find somebody else. Baby, when I come back on here, the haters still be here. I say, oh my God, what are you doing? I know you're going to find something else to do. But please find something else to do with your life other than just coming over here and messing with me. Like, you be waiting on me to go live so you can say something to me. That's odd as fuck. That's odd. Don't be that type of person. And you just waiting on to see the particular person to create some type of controversy? What the hell? Am I voodoo? I don't even know what that is. I know you can practice voodoo. You can practice voodoo. I don't think you can be a voodoo. Like, maybe you're from a different country. But they be from a different country and they, learning English. I don't know where Apollo at. Wherever he doing good.
Am I doing good too?
No, you came in here talking.
I'm just saying where Paul's at.
She said, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. I don't want to pop. I don't want to pop. Fuck that then. So you saying if I give up the popping, then I ain't got to worry about haters because I don't need to pop then. If that's just kidding. Fuck that. If popping come with haters, then let's not pop. Can we not pop? Is there a package that comes with no pops? You be at the restaurant with, can you take the pop off of my shit? I don't want no pops. I don't like pops. Everybody give her my pops. You want the pops? You can have my pops. I don't want no fucking pops. How y'all doing? I love y'all. I miss y'all. And you know, I'm gonna tell you something about a hating ass bitch. A hating ass bitch could never stop me from coming to see you. Believe that. I'm finna start creating more shit on YouTube. Let me tell you something about a hating ass bitch. They ain't moving shit. They ain't moving and close my pantry. And close my pantry. You didn't close it. It's still open.
What's school?
Boy, you better close my goddamn pantry before I get mad. In my mind, I was deciding how I was gonna respond. I was like, shit, I think I'm finna erupt. I felt like a volcano inside. I was trying to decide what was the best way to handle it. Boy, you better come close my goddamn pantry. You know what I'm talking about? So what's not closed? We in Mercury retrograde, so we're into the thick of it. Okay, I thought it went direct in Cancer or some shit, or Pisces. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. What is the most important message for my baby? My babies. What do my babies need to know most? I got this goddamn heater on. Let me cut it down a little bit. Yes. The tears, what tears? Denial, emotional leak, and pretense. It's a lot of energy. First of all, your tears are very powerful spiritual tools if utilized properly. Also, there's an energetic leak that's showing up. Something is like there's an energetic leak that's showing up. It's crazy because my dishwasher is on and I'm looking at it and I'm noticing a leak. It didn't always do that. It's just starting to do that. So of course I gotta call the people. No big deal. But there's a leak showing up somewhere in your life. Might be a literal leak. Give me some more energy. Stop. If they're stingy with chips, I was right before I came on here. Right, I was just scrolling and I saw a content creator. I like his work. I can't think of his name. He's a spiritual person. Got dreadlocks. He be having that cup. I can't think of his name. Anyway, he was talking about how money is energy, right? And he was talking about how when you give, like money circulates, right? And so when you do things for people, invest in stuff, it should come back to you multiplied. And you can tell when you shouldn't be investing in something because when you spend on it, it don't come back to you multiplied, right? So it could be a thing. It could be a thing. You started doing this thing, doing this thing, and doing this thing, and every time you do it, it take away from you. It's probably something you shouldn't supposed to be doing. Sometimes it's people you help, and I know you love your people, and I know your people was there with you and for you when nobody gave a fuck about you. But you gotta pay attention to how that shit circulate back in your life, because if it don't circulate back in your life, then it's an energy leakage, and it's like having a leak on your gas tank. Gas that went up to $3, $3. How much gas? $3. The gas was $2.50 last week. Now it's up to $3. They say it's going to $3.90. I seen somebody in Los Angeles say that the motherfucking gas was like almost $10 a gallon. I say, shit, I'll park that motherfucker immediately. Shit, let it go up to $10. It's this type of energy. That's where there's a leak. There's a leak that's happening, and your spirit team is wanting you to give consciousness to it. Like, this motherfucker, look. I thought he had money in his hand when I first seen it. But it's like whatever this is that's taken from you, it's taking your resources from you, time, it's taking your other resources, whether it's time, money, energy, these types of things. You have to be aware of where the leak is coming in at. Universe don't take X back requests. The universe doesn't take X back requests. This is something that you put out of your life. You put it out of your life. Then you lay around there and went picked it up off the trash can. You heard me? That Shira 7 thing when she say, now imagine the trash take itself out and you go and get it off the curb. This is the trash that you went got off the curb. You know, my grandma used to say, you play with trash and get in your eye. This is that trash that went got off the curb, and then now you got something in your motherfucking eye. I infected that bitch leaking and running. Come on, man. You gotta learn, like, it's okay. Like, sometimes we want things that's not good for us, and then we'll get it, and then you'll learn why it's not good for you. Don't keep fucking playing with that shit. Delete your thumbs, rest. Delete the text, block the number, reclaim your peace. There's an energetic leakage happening out here, and it's something that you invested in with your time or your resources in another way, and it's not adding no value to you. If you go to the fucking, if you can go to fucking McDonald's with the zombie meat, and you know damn well you're gonna get a number three and a drink. Okay, so you got that number three and that number. It wasn't for nothing. It's something that you invested in that's literally taken from you. It's like a timeshare because you ain't never going back out there. You don't even want to go back out there no more. But you stay to paying for it. Is this type of energy that's on the board? Them fucking subscriptions that you be having, and you know damn well you're not going on that app, or you know damn well you're not going to that motherfucking gym, and you stay to paying a monthly fee for something, and you ain't using it. It's an energetic leakage that's showing up out here. That's what I'm tapped into. Your pain isn't content. Healing doesn't need a hashtag. Privacy, self-restraint, and growth. And this part is on you, G. Your mama ain't coming, your dad ain't coming. Nobody ain't coming to make you do this. Nobody's not gonna be like, oh, you need to stop doing it. You might have a best friend in your life that really be on your ass, but you ain't even really gotta listen to them. This is all on you, G. This is not something that you can post on social media and create a poll. Do you think I should do this or you think I should do that? No, this is on you. Recognizing that something you're allergic to it and you need to get it from around you. The bare minimum. All this thing doing is taken. The bare minimum indicates that you deserve flowers, not confusion. The bare minimum indicates that somebody is doing something. You know, no, this motherfucker just depleting you at the end of the day. There's a leakage here, right? It's depleting you. If you drive your gas out your car, you might have went somewhere that you wasn't supposed to be, but goddamn it, you drove there. But if that bitch just leaking and falling on the ground, you ain't even getting no motherfucking knowledge out the shit. Maybe you shouldn't have went nowhere where you went, but hey, at least you went where you wanted to go. This shit, this gas falling on the ground. That's how this feels. Shopping to feel something, bruh. I'm telling you, this is like shopping, because shopping could be an energetic leak, because now you got all this clutter. My ass got all these motherfucking clothes and still feel like I got nothing to wear, because it wasn't the right investment, it wasn't in anything quality. It's this type of energy. And so then at the end of the day, it's taken from you. That's what I'm tapped into. Scrolling instead of healing, trying to distract yourself from the realities that you actually need to face. Clean your room, that's the message. And it's time to declutter. It's time to throw some shit away. You can look around right now and see, okay, I got too much of that. I got too much of that. I got too much of that. Because if you look around your room right now, you see what you have altars built up to. I can go in anybody's house right now and tell them what they got altars built up to just by the piles that they have. Show me your piles. Show me your piles and I can tell what you got altars built up to. Your piles tell you exactly what you got altars built up to. You got a pile of blankets. You got a pile of clothes. You got a section over there. That's where your weed paraphernalia at. Or you got a gaming section over there, huh? You got a little corner over there. That's where you play your game. You got a chair, chips, got snacks. You might have a little mini bar, mini fridge. I'm going to be able to tell you what you have altars set up to. And I can determine what's depleting your energy and what's not giving back to you if I look around your house and I see where the pile's at. And that's what this is. Crying in the shower. So it's time to get rid of that energy up off of you. Get it out of your aura by taking a spiritual bath. Yesterday would have been a really good day, but we're going to use the end. We're going to say, okay, maybe figure out what the hour of the moon is in today's energy, or use a different day to get that energy off of you. I would figure out what the moon hour is in today's energy, and then during the hour of the moon, take a spiritual bath, cleanse that energy. Then after I get out that spiritual bath, or either prior to that spiritual bath, depending on what the hour is, do a deep clean, declutter, intentionally throw some shit away. At the end of the day, intentionally throw some shit away. If you don't do nothing else, intentionally throw some shit away, and you're going to be able to discover where the energetic blockages are coming in your life. Because as above, so below. As within, so without. So when you do things in this physical reality, the spirit starts to spin. Then what I'm tapped into, baby, who? Something just taken from you. It ain't adding no value. It's like having something, a decoration on the wall that you don't even like, a painting on the wall. And instead of putting that painting on the wall that you don't even like, you could have a picture of something that you actually like that raises your frequency. You could put a calendar right there to help yourself get organized. You could put a mirror right there for glamour. But right now you got a picture of a duck swimming in a pond and you don't even like it. But you also won't take the time to take it down and replace it. It's that type of energy. There's something in your life that's causing energetic leakage because it's not allowing you to use your resources, or it's something that you invest in, but it doesn't give you anything back. And so give some attention to it. Let that shit go. Let's get some more messages for the collective. Shout out to YouTube. And that nigga blow on this bitch. Let a nigga burn on this bitch. Appreciate you, appreciate you. This is we'll see what comes out. I'm not gonna try to make it a lesson. I mean love. Make it about love, but it says heart's hidden secrets. So let's look into what your heart's hidden secrets. Welcome, 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 Johnny C5. Johnny be good. Curse. Oh my motherfucking God. Oh Lord. Hey Lord, I ain't gonna do no wrong. Type of shit make you start wading water. You gotta call in your ancestors. Wait a minute, where y'all at? Ring the bell. Hello, come on, somebody. What the fuck? I'm gonna call him down. I know how to call him down. I just shit, and I ain't ashamed of it. You ain't gonna make me feel no type of way about it, bitch. I lay around there and I sniff some bullshit. I'm calling him. I'm finna get ready to call him on your stupid ass, and then you wonder why you shit. You ain't finna get me. You ain't finna get me. I'm telling you. I'm calling them down. I'm serious. What? Oh, well, that's what we doing. Oh, yeah. I do it right there on the couch. Baby, you gotta start learning how to call them down. So don't even think about it. Oh, I ain't gonna get them back, or just let bygones be bygones. Bitch, I'm calling my ancestors and they gonna get you. I, touch not my anointing and do my prophet no harm. Touch not my anointing and do my prophet no. Oh, early in the morning, late in the evening. I'm finna get ready, baby. You better learn how to call your motherfucking ancestors down. That's what I say. Divine masculine energies out here. We're not finna just sit around. The most like permeating message that's coming through says preventative maintenance. You know, masculine energy, and it don't have to be a man, but masculine energy looks around and says, what could I fix? What could I make better? How can I improve this? How can I fortify this? How can I secure this? I'm not talking about males. They putting frog genes in the food and shit too, to try to shift masculine energy to something different. That's neither here nor there. What I'm talking about is the spiritual essence of masculine energy, and it's preventative. It fortifies. You think of a farmer going around his farm and putting up the fences to secure the animals. Having the dogs go out at night in order to protect from the foxes, or it's this like proactive aspect of there's dangers out there, and so I'm not going to be stupid about it. Is this type of energy that's on this board? That's what I'm tapped into, baby. Who? And say, oh Lord, I suggest that you, in every way that you spiritually protect, and if you know what I'm saying, like this is a conversation about what are you doing to spiritually protect yourself? What does that look like? If we were to sit down and have a conversation about spiritual protection, what does that look like? Does it look like a regimen? Your grandmother and your grandfather went to church every Sunday. They had Bible study on Wednesday and choir rehearsal on Thursday. And even though we might have different, practices is the best word than they did. That was their fortifying. You know what I mean? Paul went around the fence, y'all line, and made sure the fence was good, checked the roof, every summer to make sure it was no cracks, no holes, no leaks. It was this preventative maintenance that created the stability and security that you were able to grow up in, and that's what it feels like to me. And so there's this preventative maintenance that feels like you're neglecting in some way, shape, or form. Soulmates energies in reverse. You know. There's a lot about what Apollo. I see you watching my live stream. Hello. Your spirit team. Oh my God, Apollo, you making me nervous and you making me mess up. Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy. Curse, divine masculine spying. Your most powerful tool, or the next, the most strategic step would be preventative maintenance, and it has to do with warding and securing your home, your space. You know what that looks like for you, because if it's not your house, then it's your room. And if it's not your room, then it's your body. And you know, the aspects of yourself that you can ward and secure. And that's what this feels like. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't too much care for it. To me, soulmate energies in reverse, that's the desire for something, or even you know that you have something, and you're calling into your life your divine inheritance, especially around relationship and community. But there's also this need for you to protect yourself from those wolves in sheep's clothing. Like, what my grandma, what big eyes you have. Oh, grandma, what big teeth you have. Because that ain't your grandma, that's the big bad wolf. And it's this type of energy, pain and escaping. And you find yourself in this cycle of, feeling like you found some type of true love, then going through some type of rejection, then moving toward escaping. And it also be like you minding your business because somebody bring the bullshit towards you, spying, they introduce themselves to you, they say, hey, I like what you do, only to cause you pain. And it feels like this type of energy. Now you might be feeling like you cursed. And you're not necessarily cursed, other than if it was a play that was gonna be made, you too open to it. You feel what I'm saying? Like if somebody was out here just looking for prey. So it's a big bad wolf out here just looking for a prey, then your little red riding hood ass walking through the woods. That's what this feel like to me. Beginnings energy is out here was hopeless. Seems like I'm hopeless, stuck in the edge with it. So no, I don't feel like you're hopeless, but I do feel like the things that it's like you act like you don't know. That's how this feels to me. A little red riding hood walking through the fucking woods like she don't know they got wolves and fucking bears out there. And it's motherfucking wolves and bears out there. And I'm not saying that you can't walk through the woods, little red riding hood, but I'm telling you that you better have that blammy with you. You heard me? You better have a motherfucking revolver tucked off in that red cloak. And if a big bad wolf try to get in your shit, you pull that bitch out and bust it. That's what's on this board. Curse my ass. The fuck? See, that shit coming from a mile away. Nourish. See, that shit coming from a mile away. So I'm not saying that you can't be little, cute, and dainty and go through the wood with your red cloak. I'm saying tucked underneath that cloak, you better have ward. You better have some type of spiritual, physical protection up underneath that motherfucker. Because you know damn well when you hit that wood, the wolves, the bears, and all kind of forest creatures is coming out. That's what this would feel like to me. You got the right one, baby. Uh-huh. Ever grateful for that? And I thought it was going to be a love reading. What you look like, Hope? I look like yes, and you look like no. I'm gonna be, y'all. I said this is gonna be a love. In my mind, you heard me. Then I said, let me not label it. Then I said, let me not label it. First card out, curse. Spirit said, first of all, get a gun. Get the gun. Carry the gun. Learn how to shoot that motherfucker. Yeah. Spiritually, proverbially, of course. We're talking about like a spiritual gun, like, having your spiritual protection. Allegedly, proverbially. Both. You really should have spiritual protection and physical protection at all times. Oh, Lord. I ain't gonna do no wrong. All right. We're going to use this deck to get some more messages. What's the most important message for the YouTube Divine One? What are we doing over here on YouTube today? Hopeless Romantic. 666 angel number 6 7. Um, that we just okay. So the energy of the last reading, right? Because I thought it was going to be a love reading, and then the first card out was curse, and then we went through this dissertation about you warding and you protecting and you securing the things that are sacred for you. Hope is romantic, and it's the energy that's keep coming out about being open. It's about being too open. It's about being vulnerable in the worst ways because when somebody is safe, then it's okay to be vulnerable. But there's a lack of, it's like you don't have a model. Like, like small talk, you go from small talk, you start, laughing, you enjoy a person's personality, and then you might tell them a little bit something more about your life, maybe about your past, your schooling, what your parents were like, right? But this entire experience is a type of gauging, and you're looking for cues that tell you if a person is safe. You know what I mean? Some people will get to certain levels. Most people get through certain levels. Okay, we can be acquaintances. Okay, that's my comrade. Okay, like you got your work best friend. Your colleague, somebody who you just work with, that would be an acquaintance. Somebody who you hang out with on a regular basis at work, that would be your colleague. Y'all start going home from work together, riding home from work together. Okay, now you an acquaintance, right? It's levels before we get to friendship. Not just because you was cool to me or just because you was nice to me or you gave me some money or whatever it was, that don't make you my friend. And it's like hopeless, romantic, or ceaselessly vulnerable is creating a lot of danger. That's what this feels like to me. And I used to be the same way because I'm like a very, very authentic person, and I don't got time for no motherfucking small talk. If you're not trying to talk about the universe and esoteric things, then I really don't want to talk at all, right? But those types of conversations keep you safe. They protect the things in you, the aspects of you that is very sacred, and that's what this is. You're too ready to go. You're too ready to go. You This ain't fucking TV. That fucking TV, they got 30 minutes to tell a story. This ain't fucking TV. This your real life. And you got years. You got years and you should use every minute of it. This is what I'm tapped into. Motherfucking TV show got, what, an hour? They got 30 minutes to an hour to kind of make you understand what the gist of what the story is they were trying to tell. They didn't rush that shit a lot. You don't do that shit in your life. You say, motherfucker got to go through gates. Hello? There are boundaries. You don't just come over here and get access to the whole shaboozle. You get what I'm saying? With the access to the whole shaboozle is costly. Yeah, you get a little freebie, you get a little free taste like Costco. You go in there, you get a little free taste of Sam's. You get a little, you want the whole bag, you gotta buy that. That's what's on this board. Motherfucker gotta earn that type of access, this type of energy. You ready to give it up? That bitch just giving it out. Girl throw the wham in the circle, even if a little drink. You won't let everybody get that part. You got parts of you. Baby, you can come inside. I'll take you on a fantasy ride. Baby, you can be the first, but shit, not everybody can come to the softest place on earth. Soft place on earth is exclusive access, and motherfucker gotta pay for that. It's costly. It's costly, and if you feel compromised in your spirit, when I say it should cost a motherfucker something to get that access, then it's a slave mentality. Because why you want to give it up for free if it's sacred? Come on, man. Don't let them get you with the technology. Don't let them fucking get you with the technology. What? Nobody respects anything that's free. You get that little free thing at Costco, you scroll your liquor, you pull your little card on about your business. Baby, you really liked what that little free thing was? Guess what you do? You go find it in the freezer section. You pay for it. That's what I'm tapped into. I feel like you're just giving it out too free to the Tubi TV. You got that Tubi TV. I'm sorry. You don't have Tubi TV. You got HBO, but you don't know it. You giving everybody access. You give motherfucker HBO, give you free, that's what they give you, 7 days. HBO give you 7 days because they know you coming back after that 7 days. They might give you stars, might give you 12 days. Bitch, after that 12 days, you paying for it or you're not going to be able to watch this. This is what I'm tapped into. Triggered energies out here. And because you give something away so freely, it's like giving something that's quality to somebody who doesn't know what to do with it. They don't even recognize the quality of it. Deja vu. Deja vu has to do with spiritual gifts, talents, and abilities. But it's also like I remember when I used to get deja vu the most. It was when I didn't realize I had like this ability. So spirit was trying to show me something. Hey, you're going into a situation. This is dangerous. And I'll be like, oh, deja vu. And I would just keep moving. I would just keep going on. Like, I ain't like, okay, what does this deja vu mean? Do you think your spirit is trying to tell you something? And so you keep finding yourself in these situations, like an endless sitcom. What is it called when they put the sitcom on repeat and they making no new episodes, but they just playing the reruns? Baby, you've been seeing this rerun over and over and over and over and over fucking again, and you still won't act like you understand the plot of the fucking the story. You know what I'm tapped into? Like I said, they got 30 minutes. Like and when you watch a sitcom, they got 30 minutes to tell a story. You've been watching reruns and still ain't getting it. That's what I'm tapped into, baby. You've been watching reruns and you still ain't getting it. And your spirit team saying that everything that you've been giving out, all of that vulnerability that you've been giving out is something that you're supposed to keep sacred. And then when you say, well, what am I supposed to do with my time? Or I feel lonely, you give it to God and you invest in you. I like it. Why? You say that's crazy. Why you like that, Dex? Cause you at this precipice. You at this point to where you about to be like, I'm not going to be hopelessly romantic, like buying into no fucking fantasy, no dream, no sitcom, no TV ass relationship, or no TV ass situationship. Fuck that. I could be. Why chase a bitch when you could chase a bag? Why have one bitch when you can have five? Why have five bitches you can have nine? I give away a bitch. You can have mine. It's this type of energy. We say, you know what? I need to get my bag right. I need to get my. How you gonna win if you ain't right within? I need to get my mind right. I need to get my emotions right. I need to get my spirit right. That's what you are. Cause you tried. Hey, and the best part about it is you tried. You actually put energy and effort into that romantic shit to kind of create a lifestyle, and you see what the fuck you get from it. It ain't nothing that you read from a book. It ain't nothing your mama told you. It ain't nothing your best friend warned you about. You fucking experienced this shit. So now that you know, you can do something different. That's what I'm tapped into. That was me then. This is me now. That was me then. This is me now. Shit. Now that you know, you ain't gotta worry about it anymore. You ain't gotta do it no more. Even the moon sits down and take a break. It ain't. It's not obscure to you. It's not hidden. It's been revealed. Energy vampire at the bottom of the deck. Cause I just fucking work here. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Thank y'all so much for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. I appreciate your time. Tapping in, tuning in, and transmuting the energy with tarot on decks. The thing about a twin flame is, twin flame, ghost, something disappeared or someone disappeared or somebody changed. The a flame will separate and create two flames. That's where the term twin flame comes from. Depending on what kind of candle working, or maybe you're working with a lamp. A lot of times they'll create twin flames or whatever it's like that. But the flame isn't supposed to be split in two. It's supposed to be a whole flame. But sometimes the flame will split in two, and it has, like, scientifically, it has to do with the oxygen that the heat source is getting, and it'll split into two in order to create different funnels of oxygen. But once the oxygen balance has been restored to whatever working that you're doing, right, then it'll create one whole flame. So I like this energy of the twin flame, or we put these titles on people. We put these titles on relationships or things without really fully understanding that when you come into a higher version of yourself, when you come into a higher version of yourself, the obligation that you put on a relationship or a job or whatever it is like that, it dissipates. So some twin flame that you thought was outside of yourself, it's like balance is being restored. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you thought was outside of you, whatever power that you thought had to be shared with the world, you're starting to internalize it at this time. Clarity energies out here, getting your mind right. Really getting your mind right. And like releasing something with love. It's no love lost. It's no love lost. 906 angel number. 3909 angel number. It's not no love lost. It's like, okay, I get it now. I recognize how when I was young I thought that was good. Now I'm older. I realize that doesn't really behoove me. I'm making better choices. See what I'm saying? Thank y'all for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. If you haven't already, leave me a like. If you're ever interested in getting a private or personal reading, you can check out my website. It's www.tarotindex.com. We offer recorded messages that I can send to you. They're called holograms. I'll email it to you, or you can get a Zoom meeting with me. They're called luminaries. So check out the website. I also offer spiritual cleansing, candle workings, if that's something that you're interested in. But browse around. Let me know what you think about it. angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. What is the most important message for the divine collective? Gift in reverse. Gift, it was in reverse. The card says date, letting you know, surprise, thinking of you. Taking, because if it's not a gift and they taking, but I've taken like they not giving to you, they not bringing nothing to you, which has been like recurring message here in this collective day. Like, hey, somebody is there's an energy leakage. There's something that you might adore. I feel like it's the best word, but is not adding no value to you. At the end of the day, what I really feel like this gift card in reverse is you not recognizing who you are, or beginning to recognize who you are, realizing that you put yourself. Or put yourself in predicaments that really didn't, you know, I think behoove, what's the word? Enhance you. Like it's like a formal dress at a picnic. Right? You put yourself in an environment that wasn't really fit for who you are, but now you're starting to recognize your gift. There's also this energy around gift, right? You having this gift and never opening it. You know, and they're showing me a lot about like I guess class could be a word. Okay, like let's say you were very smart in school and you always were just a good student in whatever ways that was, right? But you like wanted to be, with the bad kids and you wanted to hang out with the problem children. It's this type of energy, a gift that you couldn't really recognize that you're only now becoming aware of. That's how this feels to me. Very, very, very beautiful. Very, very, very beautiful, but choosing to dress down or cloak yourself, cloak your energy, right? Doing things to hide, behaving very, very intelligent, but mischievous, right? Very, very, very beautiful, but dirt all over your face, right? It's I don't want this gift, right? Doing things to hide or conceal the gift. That's what this feels like. But it also feels like it comes from this energy of not awareness of it, right? Because you could be the most beautiful person on the world, but if you don't see it, right? You could be the most intelligent person on the world, but if you don't feel like you're intelligent, that's what this feels like to me. Gift card energy, gift in reverse, new beginning. I'm telling you now, I just feel how I feel. I'm telling you, in the spring, this new beginning, you're starting to see some shit differently. And where you was a formal dress at the beach. You feel what I'm saying? This ain't no garden party. I'm talking about a formal dress at the beach. You say, wait a minute. This is not where I belong, right? Instead of getting in where you fit in, you're going to go where you belong. This is what I'm tapped into. I'm saying, I'm moving on, moving on. I'll be moving. Whose draws are these? You know I wear a size 4. Moving on. New beginnings energies out here because it's like but it's nobody's fault. And that's what feels different in this energy. It's nobody's fault. You're not saying, oh, my mama was a drug addict or my daddy was a crackhead or I dealt with this abuse in this relationship. You say, you know what, I didn't realize and recognize that I had this gift. That you in your power. You're in your power because in the past you was putting your power everywhere else. Oh, my mama did this, my daddy did that, my sister did this, my boyfriend did that, my girlfriend did this, the police did this, the landlord, anybody but you. Now you say, wait a minute, I'm the one with the motherfucking gift. I'm the one with the power to move. I'm the one with the power to create these things. It's this type of energy. Emotions make you cry sometimes, make you fall in love. And there's this energy around like, okay, yeah, my family was fucked up. You know, that shit put you in an emotional state, an emotional tempest. This looked like the water from Moana. You know how the water was alive on Moana? Yeah, your emotions were controlling you. Your emotions were alive and it was like it was picking you apart. I'm not discrediting that. I'm not taking away from that. I'm just saying that you now realize and recognize that you have the power. The power was never outside of you. Even though those things were happening and are real, you could always move away from them. Mama, daddy, sister, brother, best friend. I ain't got to deal with this shit. It's this type of energy. Lies and deception. Lies. Deceit. Propaganda. Who told you that bullshit? And so you starting to recognize your gift. I really, really like this energy. The gift of that God has put inside of you. the gift to be able to move, to leave, to change, to grow, to decide. It's this type of energy. Gaslighting. And that's, you call your power back. It's not that you weren't manipulated. It's not that you weren't abused or tormented. It's like you realize and recognize, I don't have to say stay here. I don't have to take this. You don't have to operate according to the characteristics that they try to project onto you. You realizing that now, and you choosing to operate and embody and utilize your gifts. I like this. I mean, again, the circumstances is not ideal, but where you are in embodying your power and deciding, yeah, okay, I'm finna fight back. Yeah, life might be swinging on your ass, but you finna, you know that moment with a kid that always get beat up and bullied at school, finally they swing back, and everybody be like, ooh, because they not used to that person doing it. They not used to that person standing up for themselves. The person finally got sick of it and they just stood up for themselves, and everybody, yeah. They go get them, yeah, you did that, man. That's good. It's this type of energy, right? And you're not chasing after that shit no more. You're not chasing out after anything out there. Mama, please be right. Daddy, please be right. Boyfriend, be right. Girlfriend, be right. Children, be right. No, you say, I'm finna get my shit right. I'm finna get my shit right. The people who gonna get their shit right gonna be right there with me. Everybody else gotta go on. They gotta go on. Exactly. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift? That's just that on that. Spirit say, and that's just that on that. Heartbroken energies out here with fire signs. Because the other option is you get to stay in this heartbreak. You get to continue to externalize your gift. Think that if your mama changed, you will be better. Think that if your daddy changed, you will be better. Think that if your boyfriend just did something different, you will be better. No, baby. When you start recognizing and operating in your gift, that's when shit shifts. What? And Apollo, come out of there. I'm moving on. Moving on. Oh, 46, 40, 46. Okay, y'all, we got to do the elemental reading. So we're going to do this emotions book. And then we're going to do some elements before, I can't keep you for too long. I know you got to go out there and be productive. Apollo, what are you doing? Hold on, give me 1 second. What are you doing? Why are you dragging my blanket like that? Apollo, look at me. I'm talking to you. What are you doing? Breathe, because you're not breathing. Breathe.
I am breathing.
No, you're not. You've been standing right here for about 4 seconds. I ain't seen you take damn breath. Hey, come back here. I'm still talking to you. See how you moving? You just trying to go, go, go. You can get out. I'm talking to Apollo right now.
And literally, I was messing
All I want to do is see the video.
No, leave him alone.
No.
So, no.
Why you didn't goddamn phone?
Man, y'all need to get out. You broke it. You threw it in the tub. You had a phone. You threw it in the tub. You broke it. Slap myself. Sometimes you gotta slap myself. Make sure I'm straight. You heard me, Jack. It ain't too hard. I ain't just slapped too hard. Just, hey, you all right. You all right. Vulnerable moment, We just had a very vulnerable moment together. You really know a different part of me, a different side of me. It's okay. Get used to it. It's real. It's real. So we're going to do this last... we're going to do this last deck, and then we're going to do the elements. Listen. Better me than him. Better me than him. Tell you. Don't worry about it. Backstab. Damn, they been on your ass today. Like, I can't take no time off of YouTube because y'all go get into some shit. Y'all like cheering. You can't let them cheer. Some cheering you can't just let. You got to watch their ass. Then what you done got into? What's on your hands? I know you ain't in my paint back there. Oh, the child back there in the paint. The chop back there in lipstick. They got lipstick on everything. Grease. They back there in the Vaseline just glowing, glistening, glossed. You say, I knew your ass was back here quiet. That's YouTube, because y'all be over there getting into some shit. But I can't take no time, no couple of days off. Well, you done got into the Vaseline. Come on in, let me wash this off you. Why are you dropping that on the floor and you see that it's water right there? Pick the paper up that you just dropped down there that I saw you drop. Now get out of my kitchen. YouTube. Man, look. 918 angel number, 99 angel number. This is a lot about the environment. This is a lot about like environmental choices, like where you putting yourself. Like it's best to have the worst house in the best neighborhood than the best house in the worst neighborhood. That's what this is. Because why is you like like from this perspective, what are you even doing, bro? But sometimes you might feel like a person is backstabbing you, right? That's what this feels like to me. This isn't a person that's backstabbing you. This is your choices and behaviors showing up in your life to face you. A person didn't backstab you. You picked a treacherous ass friend. You know what I mean? Oh, your job didn't fire you. You was fucked up when you went to work. You still had a hangover from the day before, and your boss could smell that weed on you. It's this type of energy. Shit, that's what I feel. That's what you feel like to me. Reckless love. We found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless place. Yellow diamonds in the light. Now we're standing side by side. Too late. I mean, shit. At the end of the day, this is your life, and if you continue to make these choices, then you understand that there's a clock counting down in regards to you being able to ever kind of create some type of peace and normalcy in your life. And the more you can continue to engage in this reckless behavior, a person don't gotta backstab you. You backstab yourself. A person don't gotta be your enemy when you your own worst one. That's what this is. Goodbye. It's certain things that don't enhance you. They don't become. It's not becoming of you. That's what this is. And I was trying to look for that word earlier. Enhance, complement. The right environment, like the we talked about the formal dress at the beach, right? This is not becoming of you. Goodbye. And you gotta really sit with yourself and say, okay, who am I? Without anybody else saying who I am. Who am I? When you say that to yourself, you gotta ask, okay, is this becoming of how I see myself? That's just what this is. You know what I'm saying? Some of this behavior that might be fun and exciting is just not becoming of you. You've always been an intellect. You've always been a thoughtful person. You've always enjoyed peace. You've always enjoyed order. The results of those types of behavior is abundance and prosperity, and that's just what it is. So you expect to have some abundance and prosperity because that's just who you are at your core nature. But some of the behaviors that you're embodying that come from the external influence, okay, influencers that come from external influences really don't allow for your truest self to shine through. This is what I'm tapped into. Some people can get money in that chaos. That's how they exist. They exist in types of those environments. Just like a pig can thrive in slop. You get in slop. If you get in slop, you're gonna have parasites, wing worms, and all kind of shit. A pig can get in slop and it don't fuck with them. And you need to know the difference. You ain't no motherfucking pig. And so if you can see other people operating in these behaviors, they do that shit, they live their life, they scam, they hypersexual, they out there and nothing ever happened to them. You do it one time, the next thing you know, you going to the doctor, they telling you got HPV and all kind of shit. Man, look. That shit ain't for you, my G. This is what I'm tapped into. So the worst enemy, the backstabbing motherfucker, is the behaviors you choose. Baby, listen to me. Is nobody fucking over you worse than you? It's nobody fucking over you worse than you when you say, yeah, I'm going to go over here and mess with these people who still stuck in a slave mentality. They have an oppressive mindset. They can only find pleasure through temporal and vile things, and I'm going to get in that mix. Let me go over here and mix with the mother herpes crew. Let me go hang out with all these motherfuckers with herpes simplex virus. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Let's dance and drink and share bottles and blunts. If I say it to you like that, it sounds crazy though. Yeah, herpes simplex. We're gonna wear short shorts. We're gonna just let all our body parts hanging out. We're gonna share bottles and share blunts. Wonder where the fuck it came from. Nobody is fucking over you more than you, my G. And that shit is just not becoming of you. That's why they look at you like that. That's why they treat you like that. They say they look at you, you come over there and they wonder what you're doing there. They say, huh? What you doing there? You say, yeah, pass the button, huh? You try to be cool, it's cool. Nah, they say, the fuck you doing over here? Even they know you fucking over yourself. We ain't gonna tell nobody. Shh. Don't tell nobody. I'll beat you up. Better me than you. Ain't nobody fucking over you worse than you. Ain't nobody stabbing yourself, you in the back more than you are. Just ding, 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 ding. Scream. I love you. And I am so grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something else. And I hope you make choices that are more becoming of you. I wish that for you. I wish that you make choices that are most becoming of you. Okay? We get that? Because been there, done that, got a fucking hand. You know what I'm saying? Been the one, been a person in the crowd knowing I wasn't supposed to be out there. The intellect, the nerd, the person who was college bound, the person who had all of this possibility in front of them and was just influenced. Bruh, learn from my mistakes. Don't have to go through that dumbass shit. And when you see it like that, herpes simplex. They all in the crowd, they dancing and gyrating and shit. You know, they do be sharing bottles, sharing drinks, blunts, my passing blunts. Hey, now you going to get your 6 month checkup. Your doctor is gonna say, well, what is this? You say, well, I haven't done anything. Wait a minute. You was doing something. Them people ain't going to get no fucking 6 month checkup. You know that? You know that? Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something else. Shit, let me tell you something. I'll let you, I give you your own cigar and your own green. There you go. You can roll your own shit up. What? The world is wicked. And the real truth is, we are the worst to ourselves when we expose ourselves to certain things. Okay, let's go. Let's get these elements, because I've already taken up too much of your time today. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. We're going to start off with Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. If you're ever interested in getting a private, personal reading, you can get a recorded reading. I call those holograms. You'll see those on my website. I'll send it to your email address. You could also get a Zoom meeting with me. I call those luminaries, and you'll see those on the website as well. I also offer cleansings, protection rituals through the website, and so www.tarotondex.com. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. What do you need to know most? King of Wands energies out here. Queen of Swords. The Hermit card. Very empowered energy at this time. King of Wands stepping on their motherfucking neck, not letting these hoes make it. Queen of Swords off with their motherfucking head. Like, people expect you to play games. You know, they expect you to play mind games. This is very direct and assertive communication. I'm not finna fucking play with you. I'm not finna act crazy with you. I'm not finna play this game or play this role or chess. This is not chess or checkers. This is either you're gonna do what I'm telling you to do, I'm gonna get somebody else to do it. King of Wands, Queen of Swords, Hermit card energies out here. There's a lot of wisdom here. Queen of Swords, Hermit card. There's a lot of like it's like you recognize people playing games. You recognize that somebody expects you to participate in a facade. They want you to participate in the like wearing of costumes and masks, and I feel like you ain't going with it. Like, you know, one of the things that, like, one of the most spiritual things that Spirit has ever revealed to me is God does not author confusion. And once I started to realize what God meant when He said, I don't author confusion, that when a motherfucker come at me with confusion, I already know it ain't come from God. I don't care what they say or how they say it, how many products they order. None of that shit. I'm knowing that you done came in the spirit of confusion when you first arrived, and God does not author confusion, and so it's only a matter of time. And it has never been wrong. It's just a matter of time before that motherfucker reveal the confusion that they'll try to like act like they cool in the beginning, and they expect you to play this game like ha 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 ha. And then all of a sudden that motherfucking real pure intent come out, and that's what this is. You are really up on game at this time. That's how this feels. Your person energy is out here, and because of that, you're like you're weaving through the dross. Right, like you're removing everything that is not pure and authentic. That's what this is. Hey, I like it. Hey, I like it. I'm excited. Let me calm down. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, your person, your tribe, soul tribe, your person. Like you really like cutting away at all of the bullshit. If it ain't pure and authentic, and it ain't like, listen, Linda, listen, Linda, listen, Linda, wait. No, shoot, drop your ass off over the side of the cliff. No, you signed up. You want a bungee jump, bitch. You just like mushing the nigga head like that. Like get your ass back. Nah, get moved. Y'all just get your ass back. That's what this feels like, and because you're so like really looking for the authentic energy, then you finding your tribe, you finding your people. This connection, this tribe is the word that I want to use. Is coming together, and you're not going because God don't author confusion. Hermit card, High Priestess, Queen of Swords. You know that God don't author confusion, so it's easy for you to say yes, no, yes, no. Your turn, your turn, your turn, your turn, your turn, your turn. It's easy for you to say. You're assertive and decisive at this time, and it's really helping you to wean through like all these options to get down to what could actually be viable. That's how this feels to me. Three of Cups energies out here, and it feels like connection, circle, community, tribe, support systems, but divine ones. Not none of that store bought shit. Real shit. That's what this feels like. Empress energy. 333 angel number. Listen to him tell you, your shit is coming together. Growth incrementally, because you say, God don't author confusion. So when the spirit of confusion show up, you say, okay, that's not God. And even if you wanted it, even if you liked it, even if you had, we were hoping for you, we were all rooting for you. Well, shit. So will you get cut too, bitch? Well, damn. I really hope you was gonna win. You lost. Go ahead. It's this type of energy. Nine of Pentacles. Like even if you had to be alone, type of cutoff game strong. You heard me? Even if you had to be alone, type of cutoff game strong, but you ain't gonna have to be alone because it's gonna be people that the pick of the litter. I took the biggest route. What he say? I took the biggest route. I am the biggest route. I am the pick of the litter, the pick of the fucking litter. You heard me? This fucking cutoff process, like apply, cheerleading tryouts. You getting the pick of the litter. That's what I'm tapped into. Six of Cups energies out here with the Three of Cups. That's Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, and it's leading you to fulfillment. And it's interdependence. It's not codependent and it's not independent. It's interdependence. It's connection. It's community. It's tribe. I like this energy. Cutoff game strong and swift, and you're not afraid to be by yourself, but you know that that's impossible. Once you get rid of all of the shit that's not authentic, you're gonna be left with the best of the best, the pick of the litter. If I could play music on here, I would play it, but I think it's called Big Amount by few 2 Chainz, not Future. Okay, let's go. Nine of Pentacles energy is out here. I think I want to do Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. It is kind of Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo energy, but I'm going to do Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. What is the most important message for Libra, Aquarius, Gemini? And the Moon card energy is out with the Ten of Pentacles. This is definitely about family, likely the mother side of your family. Ten of Pentacles energy is out here with the Moon card. Definitely has something to do with your light shining. The moon reflects the sunlight. Also has something to do with like casting shadows upon you a lot in your life. I also feel like with this Ten of Pentacles coming out first, there's this energy of you creating your own family and you establishing, kind of like the last Leo, Aries, Sagittarius reading, you beginning to be the chief of your own tribe. Eight of Cups energy is out here, the Moon card with the Ten of Pentacles. It's almost like somebody's like, wow, they really not coming back. Eight of Cups, the Moon card, that's an 18, that's 9, but 818 angel number with the Ten of Pentacles. You left, people said they'll be back. You left and people said they'll be back. Even in the energy of the Eight of Cups, there's this leaving things in such a way that you could come back if you wanted to. So when you left, nobody, shh, I don't want to say nobody cared. Nobody shifted. Nobody wanted to give you the reaction that they felt like you expected. They were trying to play hard. She's playing hard to get, and he likes it. Like, right? Like, oh, they'll be back. Da 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 da. Baby, you went and you started to establish something. You established something, emperor, empress, in your own fucking right. And they like, this motherfucker really ain't fucking coming back. Eternal night. And not only are you never coming back, it's like even if you go back, you won't be the same. You're not the same. The person that left and the person that they will have to interact with today is different. They left the person who left was a person that they felt like they didn't need to respect. The person who left was a person that they felt like they didn't need to love and care about, who added no value, who brought who added no value. Period. We talk about adding value earlier. This person who come back has so much value to bring. They have so much value to add, and they have the right to be discerning about who they get that value to. The person that they felt like could leave and they don't care if they come back or not, that's not the person who coming back. That's what's on this board. Two of Swords. They said, shit, if you come back around, now they got to respect your gangster. Now they got to realize, recognize, acknowledge what you bring to something. When for a long time, all your life, until you chose to walk away, they tried to make you feel like you didn't bring nothing. But it's like, oh, shoot, sweet waters. Baby, you bring that sweet waters and the whole earth will die without it. Heka. Ain't that her name was Teka? And Tafiti? Was her name was Teka? When she ain't had no access, when the heart of Tafiti was gone, she became Teka. And that's what this feels like to me. Somebody's world, their life changed, the whole, like, the world changed when you took your energy away. This is what I'm tapped into. And like there's this realization that you're really not going back. But the message for you, fuck them. The message for you is, even if you did go back, you're not the same person that left. They're right. You never going back, because the person who would go back, is not the person who left. That's what I'm tapped into. Two of Swords energies out with the Two of Pentacles. You command respect. You walk in authority. You walk in your power. It is nothing that they can say or do. There's no trying to ignore that. Like, for all your life, they tried to ignore all of the things that you bring, all of your intelligence. They tried to make it seem like it was just regular. It was just average. When you going back into that type of environment, the whole world has already acknowledged it. That's what I'm tapped into. You got degrees. You got certifications. Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and that's what this is. You might be Mercury retrograde as energy. All of a sudden, you hear it from a long lost family member or some shit like that. But the thing about it is, they won't ever. The person who left, they'll never see them again. Even if you meet up with them and have coffee and have drinks, and that's what you need to know. That in essence, you can't go back to that weak little person who didn't recognize their power because you were in an environment where people were trying to hide it from you. You've gone into the world and the world saw your power. And the world showed you your power. And you used your power in the world when it was trying to oppress and suppress you. You can never forget that. And they can't act like they don't see it. It's just this, elephant in the room. That's what this is. 222 angel number. Trust the message with the Queen of Cups. So 8 of Cups with the Queen of Cups is 9 of Cups. The Devil card. You could, whatever it is, you might need to know for yourself. But you will never go back to that person that you used to be. So, if that's what they're expecting, once you realize that's what they're expecting, then you know what your next best move is. And that's to move around, because you're never going back to that. That aspect of yourself is gone. Justice card. And whatever suffering that they're suffering at this time, that's what the fuck they get. Joseph in the coat of many colors, he was sold into slavery by his family. When they came begging for bread, he fed them. But that's what they get. Joseph in the coat of many colors in the Bible, when his family sold him into slavery, then the country went into famine, and they had to come to Egypt to get bread, and they didn't even recognize him because he was right hand to the king. He fed them. He didn't even tell them who he was. Because that person who they knew was gone anyway. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, 936 angel number. 81 angel number. So, your person. Let's do Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And we'll continue to work out in your favor. because you are favored. But the idea of going back to that, going back, you have to like rephrase that. It's got to be, there's like a different word for it because you're not the same. A reemergence, a redefining. Because Jesse's son, was sold into slavery, but then Joseph, right hand to the king, fed his family. So it's just different. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. Nine of Cups, energies I with the Five of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups is personal fulfillment. It has to do with all through your own personal efforts and investments achieving something. The Five of Pentacles, I can read it two ways. I can read it as this is your responsibility, this is your role. But this could also be the energy of somebody who is doing what they have to do for themselves. And then, kind of like sacrificing, self-sacrificing in order to help another. Because here you are with all your achievements. And then here's somebody that's out in the cold. Now you're going to be out in the cold too, even though you know how to achieve? That's the question that this feels like. Five of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. Also, it could be read just you, right? Nobody's supporting me. Nobody sees me. I feel left out in the cold. Support your motherfucking self. See your motherfucking self. Promote your motherfucking self. It's this type of energy where, there's this expectations that lead to disappointment that are externalizing to the world. Whether it's somebody that's saying, "Hey, leave your station and come through, go through with me, go through the mud with me," or whether it's you saying, "Hey, are you going to see the abundance that I have? Are you going to see my achievements and my awards?" It could be either way, but either way it goes, you don't need other people in this circumstance. That's what this feels like. What you need is continue to do what you're doing. When people recognize and respect what you're doing, the Ten of Cups comes as an offer. Somebody says, "Wow, I really see what you're doing, and I respect and honor that." Here, now you at your Ten of Cups. That's how, but it's not because you put your shit down, or because you put your shit down and expect something, or because you put your shit down and to go and help another person because you think that will help them to then bring that 10th cup. It doesn't work like that. That's what this feels like. The Six of Cups energy is out here. No, that 10th cup comes as an offering because somebody says, "Hey, I see who you are and I see what you're doing, and I appreciate how much investment you're making in yourself. I love you too, and here's that extra cup." It's not forced or it's not obligated, obliged. It's a person wants to do that. So you could be like, expectations lead to disappointment. Expecting somebody to cheer you on, you know what I mean? Or expecting reciprocation. I was there for you when you were down and out, and now I'm kind of needing a little bit of support. Will you be there for me? They might not. And is that going to stop you from shining? That's how this feels to me. Two of Swords energy is out here. I'm not surprised to see it. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Don't let what other people do and don't do affect how you move and maneuver through this world. Despite your what you feel like maybe disabilities, you know what I mean. You can kind of create some type of achievement out here, and then people who appreciate your achievement will invest in that. You don't sacrifice what you're doing for another person's benefit. That's how this feels to me. Ten of Pentacles energies out here with the Eight of Cups. A lot of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. A lot of expectations that lead to disappointment. A lot of, well, I did that for you, so I thought you was gonna do that for me, and that's not always true. This is what I'm tapped into. Eight of Cups energies out here. Let me count these cups. 6, 12, 13, 14. That's 5 cups. Because the 9 is going to act like a 0 anyway. 9 with the moon card. 9 with the 9 of cups. Your spirit team is asking that is something that you expected from the external world that you should be giving to yourself. Especially if they choose not to give it. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that you're not going to have it. It means that you're going to give it to yourself. And that's what the most important message is. Ten of Pentacles energy is out here. The Ten of Pentacles is, well, that's my family. Okay. I've done it for them. Okay. Now they're not doing it for you, despite the fact that they're your family. So does that mean you're not going to have it? No, it doesn't have to mean you're not going to have it. You can give it to yourself. That's what this feels like to me. Two of Cups. The investment in yourself, Two of Cups, the Two of Swords, Two of Cups is what makes somebody say, Six of Cups energy, all of this Cups energy that says, okay, I see how much you love yourself. I see how much you respect yourself. I see how much you care for yourself. I'm going to add to that. This is what I'm tapped into. Higher fit energy is out here. Again, this 5 energy is coming up in 2 ways. Either somebody is asking you to sacrifice yourself or you're expecting something. And both of those things, Five of Cups energy, leads to disappointment. 555 angel number. But when you put the trust in the power of God that flows through you, so not just you, but the power of God that flows through you, then that's what produces results. That's what this feels like. 222 angel number. When you start producing results, you become magnet. You become magnetic, a magnet for good things that happen in your life. And then all of those things that you had expectations for in the beginning come to you naturally. It's a byproduct of you investing in you. You thought it was going to come from somebody else. No, when you invested in yourself, you gave it to yourself, and people saw that what you could do for yourself, and they said, "I'm gonna give it to you too." It's the premise of Hollywood. People who are in Hollywood, they go to a award show and they get gift bags, and the gift bags can be worth thousands of dollars. Why? Because the person who owns the company wants that celebrity to be seen with their gift. So when you start investing in yourself, people want to give more to you. This is what it is. I know that it seems oxymoronical, but that's how it works in this universe, okay? So the more that you give to yourself, Nine of Cups, the moon card is 18, that's a 9. Ace of Swords, really begin to invest in yourself, the more other people will want to don't or invest in you. This is what I'm tapped into. They can see the benefit. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Okay. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. I kind of forced it to be Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. But it is what it is. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Eight of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. What is the most important message? Eight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. It's been coming up all week for the collective. I know this is my first time being over here. Thank y'all so much for the likes. Thank you for the time, the energy, the love, and support. But there's a lot of momentum. It's like Eight of Wands. One of them shots you shooting gonna last. Like one of the shots that you're shooting is going to land. Continue to persevere. Stay in the lab. Can you see that? Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is, baby, you're a firework. It's Artemis energy. It has to do with shooting arrows, taking shots, baby. And it's like perpetual. Right, this idea of shooting shot after shot after shot after shot. You know, it's not that you're not aiming, it's just that you're shooting fast, there's rapid fire. That's your most powerful path forward. There's some type of rapid fire. Seven of Swords energy is out here with the Temperance angel. um, One of the biggest energies that shows up collectively is like the Western school system. We don't like make mistakes. You make you take a test, X, big red X when you get it wrong, right? And that makes you, it's like it's energetic, it's an emotional, so you don't take chances. You're afraid of mistakes. You don't see mistakes as learning lessons. In other places, mistakes become learning lessons. They literally push children into adult situations. They have little miniature kitchens. They have little miniature vacuum cleaners. They have all of these things so that children can make a mistake, but they learn early a lot of these things that take Western adults, you don't learn until you're 30, but they go and get it out of the way early. And it's this type of energy. Seven of Swords energy is out of the Temperance angel. So this idea of perfectionism is becoming a type of petrification. You know what I mean? And it's freezing you. You're not doing anything, and you're telling yourself, "I'm just taking my time," and really just do it. Just post. Okay, then see what the reaction was. See how people, what do you think about it? What could you have done better? What did you do that was funny? Okay, I'm going to do more of what was funny and less of what was cringy. And then you do it again. He'll say, okay, I did a little bit more funny, did a little less cringy. Cool. And you keep doing that over and over and over again. And that's what this is. But the Temperance angel, Eight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, the cycle has to begin with you putting the shit out there. It's a rough draft. And like there's this idea of being afraid to make a mistake. It's the rough draft. You gotta write this whole thing, and then the teacher tells you everything is wrong. You gotta go back and do it all this. But these rough drafts really help you to craft. One thing that I find, especially in spirituality, as people begin to take on their own magic, right, is this energy that says, how do I do this? How do I do that? How do I do that? It's your craft. It's your craft. You decide. Well, I liked how this herb worked in this other ritual that I use, so I'm going to take that herb from this. And I also liked how this particular cologne worked from this other ritual, so I'm going to take this cologne from that, and I'm going to put that in this little simple ritual that I'm cut. And that's how you craft. And it's like, in order to craft, you got to make some wonky shit. You paint. You might say, "Oh, I have this great idea about painting." You throw some paint on the canvas, and you're like, "Wow, that didn't turn out how I thought it was going to be." But it was a lesson. It was a lesson that leads to your mastery, and that's what I'm tapped into. And you're afraid to put shit out there, like this idea about judgment, or it's again perfectionism. It has to be perfect. It has to be perfect. Well, how the hell Is it ever going to be perfect if you're not creating anything? If you're not putting anything out there until it's perfect? It's like, let's say you're writing a book and you're like, I can't, you can't read my book until it's finished. How you not going to know if the stories really can ruin and go in places without giving yourself the moment to let people procure it? Is this type of energy? So there's a lot of fear. Seven of Swords energy is out here, but there's also a lot of power. And so put that shit out there. It's like a type of therapy where, let's say you have a fear of being seen or fear of being judged, right? And so you do things like maybe you put your pants on inside out and you walk around the mall, with your pants on inside out. Not because you're crazy and you don't realize your pants are inside out, but because you need to get rid of that feeling that you feel that says, "Hey, I can't put myself out there because people are going to think what they're going to think." What you're going to find is that most people don't really care. They're gonna look at you and they're gonna say, "Hey, that's different." They're gonna not even say anything. People will even compliment it. That's cool. I've never thought about wearing my pants like that. Swear to God. And then you'll get over this idea of embarrassed. Because what? Embarrassed by who? Who the fuck is watching like that? And anybody that's watching like that and saying, "Oh, it's cringy" or "it's embarrassing," is a person who wants to create something but is afraid to create something similar to what you're creating. And they see you doing it and they get this secondhand embarrassment that has nothing to do with them. You doing your own shit. This is what I'm tapping into. Eight of Swords, energies out, Seven of Swords. 888, angel number. Again, perfectionism is petrifying you. So a great idea you have. It is going to bring a lot of momentum. An avalanche of abundance will roll into your life. But you got to get out of your motherfucking head. You stuck in your head. You're like, "Oh, it's cringy. People are going to look at me. People are going to look at me." Yes, people are going to look at you. And it's going to bring you. And you're going to get paid for it. Hey, then you're going to put on the show. Once you realize Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Once you realize people looking at you as a type of currency, you know, motherfucker, "Oh, okay, you like this? Okay, let's do it." Hey, okay. See, you think I'm motherfucker? Okay, you're gonna pay me for this? Oh, okay, shit. Start trying to figure out what your next move is. Just, you like the robot? maybe I'll throw it back for you. You're the Queen of Swords and a desire. Okay, send the motherfucking funds. Okay. Send the motherfucking funds. You can send the motherfucking funds. That's what this is. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini showing a lot. Seven of Swords with the Queen of Swords is eight swords. Eight swords is out here. That's 16 swords. That's seven swords. So it's like your own audience, right? The audience in your head is really the people who booing you, because when you really put whatever you want to craft out there, people are gonna love it. Eight of Wands, one of them shots you shooting is gonna land. One of them posts you posting is gonna go viral. One of them projects you working on is going to bring in an abundance of. You got to just put them out there, and you can't worry about the people who are gonna say, "Oh, it's cringy." They want to create something and are too afraid to create it. They see you creating, and really low key, it inspires them. The Two of Wands energy is out here, so. Two of Wands with and one of the things too is godly things grow. It's not going to happen immediately. You can put the thing out there that you feel like is perfect, and it still won't have the impact that you expect it to have, because there's this incremental investment that happens in divine things. And so, angel number, you hear the bird outside the window. One of them shots you shooting is going to land. So, rapid fire. One of those shots that you're shooting is going to land. So, rapid fire. Okay. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. Always hoping to say something that helps. I think we did all of the elements. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Let's get a collective message. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. Yeah. This energy, it's showing up a lot. I just got this deck. I really like this deck. I still have to spend more time with it. Kind of challenging at times, but you're breaking chains. You have been tied energetically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. You were tied. There were practitioners that were binding you, trying to siphon your energy, and it may have worked at times, at different timescapes in your life. You're breaking these chains. You're more aware than ever of these mental chains. There is no peace without war. And you'll recognize you have to fight back. Like, there was a time where you were tricked into not fighting back. And then there was a time when you were You feel like you didn't have what you needed to fight back. You feel like you needed certain weapons, or you didn't have the strength to fight back. You weren't strong enough, right? David and Goliath, right? And then you're moving into this energy where you throwing slingshots. You know, you throwing rocks from slingshots because you recognize that the peace that you desire will only come through you defending. You know, you have to defend the peace that God is giving you. Your peace is a birthright, but there are motherfuckers that will try to take it from you. And so you're breaking the ties, the cords. You may have been doing cord cuttings. You may have been severing ties through your behaviors, through your thought forms, through your diet. Something was binding you, and you are being released. Charming, chat, inspiring news. Something was binding you, and you are being released. And I feel like somebody's not happy to hear this. I'm telling you. Somebody is not happy to hear that justice is coming. That's what this feels like to me. Somebody is not pleased to know that your ass will fight back. And you are breaking the mirage. You're breaking spells. You're no longer a victim to the illusions, to the wizardry and the sorceries of these fucking witches. You're not letting their magic work on you anymore. And it's been a big energetic shift. And these so-called, these people don't have any of their own power. They're wizards, they're witches, they're warlocks. Their power comes through siphoning other people. You, high priestess, you, divine one, there's an energy shift. Because at one point in time, you like, you know how Christians be like, oh, I don't have to worry about the magic because the blood of Jesus will cover me. They don't see that as blood magic, right? Is this type of energy that's on the board where you starting to fight back. You are starting to fight back. And I'm talking about in the spiritual. And they are not happy to hear this. This good news, this inspiring news, this you breaking free from the spell, understanding how they use these mirrors to try to psychologically warp you and keep you in a trance. You know, you're recognizing how they're using mirrors to keep you in a trance, and you're breaking free from the ties that bind you. I like this energy. I'm talking about katana wins. Anger in an attempt to mask insecurity. And you're not using your anger in the way that they expected you to use it. They wanted you to be emotionally angry, volatile, vicious, the type of person that they could cage, that they could say deserved to be in a prison. But now that you're using your anger intellectually and spiritually, they're having a hard time fighting back. They can't throw you in a crazy house. They can't throw you in a jailhouse. They can't throw you in a prison. So now what? You using your anger intelligently in a divine way. Hey, you getting your house in order. Receive of flowering souls. You getting your house in order. And there are some wizards and some warlocks that are, worried. The letter W is showing up significantly about the fact that you woke. They worried about the fact that you woke. This is what I'm tapped into. And you are reaping what you sow. You've been investing in your spiritual life. You've been investing in your emotional body. You've been investing in your astral body. You've been investing in your inherent, your divine power. And the seeds that you sow, you get the fruit that grows from it. You're getting the fruit that grows from the seeds that you planted at this time. And these wizards and these warlocks that wanted to be able to harvest from your energy are starving. This is what I'm tapped into. What did it say? Pity the fools who mock the queen's. I pity the fool. Pity the fool who mocks the queen's grace. That's what Spirit says. Break every chain. Break every chain. Break every chain. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. I am so grateful for you. I appreciate your time, the energy, the love, and support. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. If you're ever interested in getting a personal reading, you can check out the website, www.tarotondex.com. You can get a recorded message emailed to you. They're called holograms on the website. You can get a live Zoom meeting with me, either a luminary or a porch light reading, depending on what time zone you're in. And know that I'm grateful for you, each and every one of you. I appreciate you. And until we meet again, be powerful on purpose, wholeness. Infinite waters flowing through you. Take it easy. Break every chain.